Emotional abuse can be understood broadly as failure to provide children with an emotional environment conducive to adequate psychological, developmental, and physical progress to achieve safe independence. It is clear we don't like it when strangers verbally abuse our children, and we can spot it when it's happening. But for a lot of us dads, too often we are the ones doing the emotional bullying. If we want to have a healthy emotional relationship with our children, some of us may have to make some changes. Let me start by saying that not all emotional abuse is born of ill intent. But even if we don't mean to do it, it's probably best to avoid doing it. First, the bad news. Emotional abuse is profoundly damaging, but readily overlooked. The damage of uncorrected emotional abuse is lifelong. It compromises development of relationship-dependent areas of the brain and much, much more. Because we're talking about emotional abuse, we are going to assume that you are already not physically hitting, spanking, or striking your children, which, by the way, if you're not being physically aggressive in any way, you're already headed in the right direction. So, emotional abuse can be described but not defined, such that others can recognize it. But there are some behaviors that can tell you that you may be being psychologically abusive. Do you humiliate or yell at your children? Do you criticize them or put them down? Do you have bad and unpredictable temper? Do you threaten to kill them? Are you destroying their belongings? Because knowledge is empowering, here's a list of terms you don't want to be associated with: hostile, belligerent, bellicose, antagonistic, truculent, pugnacious, violent, macho, confrontational, quarrelsome, or argumentative. Lastly, if you are serious about becoming a good dad, please click on the links I've provided in the text below. You will find an incredible amount of great information. And if you are aware that you can be abusive and you want to change but you don't know how, please find a psychologist to help you. I've added a link below for a great website to get started.